So, I want to talk about this story that I posted recently. And it said something about hope not being the easy choice sometimes or being a hard choice sometimes, one of those things. And it's not always the easy choice. I said that because I believe that, because I have lived that, I am living that. And I recall the first part of the scripture that says, hope deferred makes the heart sick. And I recall the first part of that. I'll put it on here, well, the reference on here, so you can read the whole thing. Because there are certain areas of my life where I'm very much living that. And I feel like it needs to be said, particularly by, people like me, because I'm a smiler, and I'm not putting on when you see me smiling or, happy or whatever. Most of the time I am happy. But not always, right? So I wouldn't want to add to this disillusion in anyone's mind that I don't want to say anyone, I don't want to generalize, that I, am just happy all the time. That, you see me enjoying my life, and most of the time I am enjoying it, but not all the time, right? So, anyway, hope not being the easy choice. Yeah, it takes effort, it takes work, right? There are times when I'm just happy and I'm living this life that I'm living. And things just come naturally. They flow naturally. That smile, that joy, it comes easy. And then there are times when I have that and I very much had to push through to get it. I could tell you, I could say that morning that I posted that, I laid in my bed and cried. And pause. Okay. And there is one person that I mentioned that to that day. I didn't tell them I was crying about it. But if they see this, then they'll know. But yeah, it's just, I said it to say, you know, I might have been crying that morning before I, got ready to go or whatever. But by the time you just seen me that evening, it was like that had not even happened, right? And it's a push. It's a push because it would be so easy. It would have been so easy for me to just lay there, you know, shoot my boss a text, hey, not feeling well. I wasn't feeling well. And, stay in bed all day. Or or even if I did, go ahead and go to work, just, pout and, just be in a bad mood all day long, right? And to be completely honest with you, I actually did leave work early that day. Not, still feeling sad or anything, but to go do something helpful. So, yeah, so take that as a note. But yeah, it's just, I just want you to know that sometimes you just have to push. You have to push through. Like, feel all the things. Feel it. I don't want to say that to make you think that you should just not feel it. right? If that's how you feel it. Just don't get stuck there. Don't stay there, right? And certainly don't lean to this thinking that not feeling at all is better than feeling bad. Because getting yourself to a place where you just don't feel the bad stuff, well, I say just don't, to a place where you don't feel the bad stuff, makes it hard to really embrace the good stuff too, right? Like I don't know of a person who has done that, because I've done that, and I will say that getting there and being able to just not feel the bad stuff but still be able to feel all the good stuff. I don't know if she can do it. So it's like you lose one, you kind of lose them all. Um, yeah. Anyway, but yeah. Sometimes it takes a push, right? And don't feel like, please don't feel like something is wrong because you're in a place right now where you're feeling those bad things, where you're feeling that sadness, that longing, where your heart is longing for something to the point that it hurts, physically hurts. Nothing's wrong with you for feeling those things. And I say that because I'm generally a happy person. You see me on here smiling, enjoying my life. I'm not putting on. I am enjoying my life. I am happy. But the thing is, I'm not always happy. I'm not always enjoying my life as it is. And I don't necessarily post that, not all the time. Like, I'll share things here and there, but I want you to see that and think, man, these folks out here, they just, everything's good. What's wrong with me? No, everything's not good, but most things are. um, so yeah, push through, push through for the hope, because even when it's not the easy choice, even when it takes work, it takes effort, it takes being very intentional about what you set your mind on, what you're thinking about, what you're focusing on, what you're doing, what you're saying, all the things. It takes work, but it's still better than the alternatives. It is better than the alternatives. I would much rather be up, pushing through than, laying in the bed just down all day, right? So, yeah, stay hopeful. That's all.